Ini reaction dari sutradara The Lady of Heaven, subtitle Indo, bos. Lihat saja.
I think it's an unusual.
Ini kata-katanya.
Stance was far beyond just family values. She was standing up for society. You know, she was living the dream that had been sold to her by her father, and her belief in everything that he believed in, and so was Imam Ali. You know, and they joined together as husband and wife.
Ini kata-kata dari sutradaranya dan membuat film The Lady of Heaven.
But basically, they were husband and wife, you know, doing the bidding of Muhammad, and Muhammad was the strength and the reason for everything, you know, and I think that's an interesting part of it, and I think that is interesting that Muhammad's legacy through Lady Fatima and through Imam Ali has travelled through history and affects our little guy.
It's sad because my character Laith, because he lost both parents, while Bibi, the grandma, is telling the story. The Lady Fatima is the same because the mum is called Fatima, and while it reminds the character of the mum because they have the same name, and a few times he has to do loads of crying.
It's the first time Laith hears the story, and it'll be the first time that most non-Muslims will hear the story, and they'll be astounded because most of it is in the history books, but most people don't know anything about it. In a way, Lady Fatima is almost like a Gandhi figure. She's completely transfixed with the idea of doing absolutely the right thing.
With my father no longer here to lead us, evil is with those who will extinguish the light of truth.
I think the historical story is very dark indeed. And the only thing that you can really draw from it is the principles and morals and ethos of Muhammad, Lady Fatima, and Imam Ali in the face of, you know, obvious adversity.
I had an idea in my mind that the ancient times were, you know, in the terrain that they were. It was a desert type thing, so I wanted a warm feel. And John and I had many discussions, and then he told me about an artist that we used for inspiration, and it was very much like on the route that I was thinking, and he and I spoke about it at length, and that's what we ended up going the route that we did on the warmth. And then we both collaborated on the modern day, and we both had the same idea that the modern day stuff in Mosul and around there would be much harder, colder, desaturated, so that we had the complete contrast between the two periods in history.
I think it will be an iconic film. I think it's a remarkable film. I think what we've created is completely incredible. I couldn't believe what Kez was able to do with the sets. And when I first came out to Georgia, I was looking at various sets, sort of wondering how on earth we could create this. And fortunately, we brought together a very, very, very talented team. and John was able to corral them and push them into creating this amazing film. I mean, Medina was a place of beauty. It was absolutely amazing. Yes, of course it was a nightmare to film this going wrong and that going wrong, but that always happens. The wind, the rain, and it's not supposed to rain in the desert, but you know, we survived everything. And then taking parts of the town and recreating Baghdad, it was just wonderful work that the production team achieved. The set dressing team, the art department, everybody.
It was remarkable, and so we did things like Mecca, where we had the Kaaba. That was that's all the surround around it. They built a little bit there, but that's all going to be CG. So I mean, that's what I mean. There's a huge amount of CG because it was not a high-budget film. There's a huge amount of visual effects. We had a great terrain and a wonderful set, but that had to be embellished so much, and the different parts of it. You know, the journey to get to Medina from Mecca had to be done in sections, and we had to have camels and the horses we had for the battle scenes.
Each take that we had to do for each shot had to be reviewed and confirmed by His Eminence, who's the religious authority and who's giving the approval for this film for all the religious elements that are involved. And it was just an amazing collaboration.
I think the collaboration, intense though it was between us and him, was and will be the making of this film. I couldn't have done it without that input. It would have been impossible. And Lion Kingdom were adamant that everything should focus on the ancient story. They were completely, and that's what we attempted to do.
The team of other consultants that were with him, who were reviewing all the shooting of that we did, had the approval to flow on normally and make us achieve the amazing result now. In addition to that, we worked very close the holy personalities, actors, in camera effects and lighting. And all of this, of course, thanks to the fast evolving visual effects industry.
Is that she's strong in the face of everything that's important. And I think her message really is to sort of keep fighting, keep on being strong in the face of everything.
She's the Lady of Heaven.
Her legacy lives on.